Emmerdale unleashes bombshell blackmail twist in Joe crash plot. Joe Tate was caught in a nightmarish situation in the latest episode of Emmerdale thanks to Caleb Milligan, who took advantage of his bad fortune. During the latest episode of the ITV soap, Caleb came across Joe after hitting Jimmy King with his car, seemingly about to leave the scene. It comes after Joe threatened Jimmy after the situation they are both embroiled in with youngsters Carl and Clemmy. Clemmy sent an indecent image to Carl, which led to him being questioned by the police. It has left Clemmy deeply upset, confiding in Dawn Taylor her struggles after the fact. Joe and Dawn have been left livid after police said they would not be taking the investigation any further, leading to further clashes with Jimmy and Nicola King. Joe confronted Jimmy after he said Carl was a victim in the situation, enraging Joe and leading to him issuing a threat for justice. And in tonight's episode, we saw Joe collide with Jimmy on a country road when he was distracted by Dawn calling him. He attempted to swerve when he turned his eyes back to the road, but he couldn't in time and ended up hitting Jimmy, leaving him lying unconscious. While sitting there in shock, he remembered his latest argument with Jimmy and realized how the situation looked, heading back to his car. But at the same time, he heard Caleb shouting, realizing he had seen the whole thing. He eventually called emergency services, telling them that he had hit Jimmy with his car, and he was rushed to the hospital. Afterward, Joe went to the depot to speak to Caleb about the situation, saying that if Nicola tells the police about the argument in the pub, it could be very bad for him. Realizing the power he had in the situation, Caleb hit Joe with a deal. Joe stole Caleb's kidney last year and never faced consequences for it after Joe found out Caleb's involvement in Anthony Fox's death. Caleb said that if Joe breathes a word about Anthony to the police, then he would, in turn, tell them what really happened to Jimmy. Will they both be able to keep quiet about what they know? Joe hasn't given Caleb an answer, and he has until the police show up tomorrow to decide.